Hey guys, it's Jack here from Pace and Strength Sports Therapy, and I'm here today to show you active isolated stretching. Now, active isolated stretching is almost I wouldn't say a new idea, but it's something that's definitely becoming more and more prominent within the sports industry. It's used by loads of elite athletes, especially in North America and that kind of area. And basically what it does is it's a way of getting all the benefits of stretching without causing some of the damage that standard stretching can do. Now, for more information on this kind of damage stretching can do, just go onto my website at pacingstrength.com. Okay, so today we're going to start with a hamstring stretch, and this is a really common one. It looks very much like a P&F stretch for the hamstring, but its benefits, I believe, and the research shows, is a lot more effective. Okay, so all you'll need for all these stretches is something like this, which is just a bit of rope, or you can use a bath towel, anything long enough that you can get a good purchase on as well. Make sure it's not elastic, so don't use any elastic bands, any gym bands, that kind of thing, because you just won't get the same effects. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start on our back. Okay, you're going to want to wrap the rope evenly around the base or the midfoot. Okay. And then you're going to grab it, but you don't want it to be tight. Okay, if the rope's slack, for the first bit, then it can ruin the whole stretch. Okay, so you're going to lay back, you're going to lift your leg, and it's very important it's your leg that does this and not the rope. Okay, so keep the rope slack, bring your leg up. Okay, still keeping it slack. So now you can see my hamstring is nice and relaxed. It's my quad that's doing all the work here. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is going to pull back on the rope, hold it for 2 seconds, no longer, no less, and then relax it down all the way to the ground. And then again, just lift it up nice and slowly, not using the rope staying slack. Tighten the rope, 2 seconds, so 1, 2, down slowly. Again, try and keep the rope as slack as you can. Sometimes it can be difficult to keep it around your foot, but as long as you make that real effort to keep it nice and relaxed on the way up, tight when you're pulling on it, and then relaxed on the way down. You're going to want to do that for about 10 to 15 repetitions, each of 2 seconds in duration. Okay, just keep it nice, slow, controlled. That's all you need to worry about. Okay, so once you've done 10 to 15 on one leg, you're going to swap it over again. So I'll just show you quickly on this one. Again, keep it nice and slack on the way up, go as far as you can go. Keeping the other leg as straight as you can. Sometimes you may come up a little bit, don't worry too much about that, but just as long as you make the effort to keep it down. Then tighten 2 seconds on the rope, so 1, 2, relax, let it go all the way down to the ground, and again up, go and slacken the rope, 2 seconds, 1, 2, and then down. Okay, and that's basically it for the hamstring stretch. The reason why we do 10 to 15 repetitions may sound like quite a lot, but if you think for a stretch in a muscle you need about an accumulated time of 20 to 30 seconds to show effect, and that's what the research shows. So by doing 10 to 15 you're getting that 20 to 30 seconds cumulative time. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is a calf stretch. So the calf can be quite tricky to stretch at times. A lot of people can't really get a good stretch in it, simply for various reasons, but this I've found with everyone I've seen do it and I've helped do it with, it's really worked well. Okay, so this time, instead of going around the midfoot, you're going to want to go a little bit higher on the pad foot, so almost like on the ball of the foot. Okay, so again, slack to start with. You're going to lift your foot, so as you can see that the foot comes up a little bit to me. That's all me doing that, not the rope. Very important that. Going to tug on it for 2 seconds. 1, 2, relax, go back to where you were. Sometimes it may slip off, it's not a problem, don't worry about it. It can be tricky sometimes, but you'll definitely see the benefits of this, so I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. So again, 2 seconds, so 1, 2. Each time you try, with all of these stretches, you want to go further and further every time. Don't worry if it's not that significant, as long as you're making progress, that's what that matters. Okay, sometimes with this, it takes a while to get into the hang of it, but really the benefits are huge. I've certainly noticed them. Okay, so relax again, back into it, 1, 2, and then back in. Okay, so again, that would be on the other leg, 10 to 15 repetitions, 2 seconds each. Okay, so that's the hamstring and the calf covered. The final one we're going to work on is the quadriceps. Now the quadriceps can be a little bit tricky simply because it requires a little bit of balance. And you can do this one with a rope or without. I'll show you with both. It just takes a little bit more flexibility to be able to do it with no rope. I myself struggle a little bit, but I feel for your benefit it's worth me showing you. Okay, so you're going to want a towel for this, especially on hard ground. Okay, so you're going to place, for this one, I'm going to place my left knee on the towel, and then almost like a lunge position, so I'm going to stretch these hip flexors out. Okay, so you want to be nice and stable as you can. You're then going to lift this ankle to your bum. Okay, so you haven't used any external force to lift that up, it's just your leg. So we're trying to switch off the hamstring. Switch on the hamstring and switch off the quadricep. So 1, 2, and then let it go to the floor. Okay, so that's it with the hand. A lot of people, you'll probably find it's quite tricky to do it like that, so instead I advocate using a band again. Okay, so the band can be a little bit tricky, it takes a little bit of practice. So you want to wrap it round the ankle. You want it as even as you can. Doesn't matter if it's not completely even, as long as you get a good grip on the rope and it's not going to come undone. Then you're going to lift it over your shoulder, so this one actually looks quite cool. And then you're going to lift up so it can do what it's just done there. Try and shimmy it down if you can. And then 1, 2, nice and slow. Once you get a few done, it becomes a lot easier to do. So again, rope is slack, lift it up, 1, 2, careful not to fall backwards. It's really important you maintain stability, but obviously don't worry, it takes a little bit of practice and getting used to. Okay, well that's everything for the lower body. I've got some really good ones to show you guys on the upper body. That'll be released probably in the next few days or next week sometime. So that'll be focusing on the neck especially, because obviously a lot of desk-bound workers, even if you just sit at a chair for loads of hours in a day or look at a computer screen, tablet, phone, you're going to get really tight in your trapezius muscles, your levator scapula, and then all these muscles around the neck as well. So I've got some really good techniques to show you guys. I don't want you to miss out on them, so just check back whenever you can. Okay, and that's all from me. For any underlying information on what I've told you today, or just more detail or some other things that I'm currently doing, just check www.pacingstrength.com. Thank you for watching.